Reparation is defined as the making of amends for a wrong one has done by paying money to those who have been wronged. The Democrats are demanding reparations for slavery. Okay, let's talk. It was the Democrat Party that bought and sold black people in chains, forcing them to work, whipping and abusing them, sometimes to death. It was the Republicans who went to war against the Democrats and freed the slaves. So, who should pay reparations for slavery? Clearly the ones who actually did it, the Democrats. And the definition of reparation continues with this: the compensation for war damage paid by a defeated state. The war to end Democrat slavery cost the lives of hundreds of thousands of young men, and the Democrat Party has never apologized or accepted responsibility for their slavery, or for the blood they spilled during the Civil War. And to make things really bad, after the slaves were freed, the Democrat Party launched the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, to terrorize and murder blacks to keep them from voting or running for office. 4,000 black men were dragged out of their homes and hanged by the Democrats, and 1,200 white Republicans were lynched for helping blacks. And the Democrat Party, like I said, has never apologized or accepted responsibility. So, it appears that if reparations are to be paid, it is the Democrat Party that must do the paying. Think about it. That would include billions in damages to the relatives of white men who were killed in the Civil War. And before the Democrats used black slaves, they had Irish slaves, green-eyed white people in chains being whipped and sold like cattle, and just like black slaves, sometimes whipped to death. I'm toying with running for office one day, and this would be one of my favorite platforms. Elect me and I will introduce legislation to collect reparations from every card-carrying Democrat in America. Billions in reparations to the descendants of white Northern Americans who were on the Union side. And billions in reparations to every Irish American because their ancestors suffered from slavery just like black Americans. Except we don't complain about it. Every card-carrying Democrat in America should be made to pay. We have their names, and seriously, every silly Democrat who is demanding reparations deserves to get a taste of their own medicine. Let's reparate the daylights out of the Democrat Party. Now, if you like this message, then please join me on Gab, because YouTube and Facebook don't like me. Can't imagine why. So meet me on Gab, and we will discuss this further. Thank you for watching, and America bless God again.